good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. Hey there, folks. This is Brad Varnell, and this is the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. Today, I got a question for you, folks. How would you like to get in on a token that was like Uniswap when it was brand new? Folks, I was just doing some math. Uniswap is a $44 billion market cap during its peak. The token that I'm getting ready to share with you today has about a 63x in it before it would get to Uniswap's biggest market cap. And folks, during this bull market, anything can happen. So stick around. I'm going to share with you not only why I think this is such an incredible token, but we're also going to go through a couple of the different places that you can buy this token. And it's also a token that I am adding to my $1,000 to $100,000 bankroll challenge, my new portfolio. We added a couple of tokens last week to it. We added the GPT Plus token and the Chingari social media platform with over 225 million users. And today we are going to add Aerodrome Finance to the list. Folks, this token is backed by Coinbase. Coinbase is an investor, and the whole Base network is part of the Aerodrome Finance ecosystem. The reason that I mentioned Uniswap in the beginning of this video is because Aerodrome, in my opinion, is going to be the #1 DEX on the Base network. What in the heck is the Base network, you might be asking? So folks, let me jump over here to CoinGecko and just show you a little bit about this Aerodrome Finance token. It is sitting here right now at about $1.41 and a roughly $550 million market cap. So this is not necessarily what I would consider a small cap or a micro cap. It's definitely got some legs to it, but it's also got a lot of room to run. The reason that I mentioned Uniswap in the beginning of this video was because as this Base ecosystem grows, and it's already growing like wildfire, I saw a slide the other day where this thing had went from 85 million in TVL all the way up to over $100 million in just a handful of days. And more and more and more tokens are getting launched on the Base network every single day. So what is the Base network? Well, the Base network is basically the Coinbase network. They don't put the name coin in front of it, but Brian Armstrong and Coinbase created the Base network. It's a decentralized layer, just like Ethereum or Polygon Matic or Optimism or Arbitrum, but it's the Base network. And one of the things that I love about it is that it is backed by Coinbase. And Brian Armstrong has, a multifaceted, multi-year plan that he's been implementing since about 2016. And it's finally coming to fruition with this Base network. So let's click over real fast to the Aerodrome Finance website. So as I mentioned, it is a DEX. And so what that means is that you can buy whatever tokens that are on the Base network, you can buy them on this DEX. So when we got here, you can see there's a few different things that you can do. I do want to just run over here real fast to the dashboard. To receive emissions, deposit and stake your liquidity first. So you do have the ability to lock in liquidity and earn some amazing interest rates. So real quick, let's go over here to the liquidity and show you guys just some of the amazing returns that you can get here. You can see here they've got a VAMM WETH USDC pool that right now has an APR of about 59%. I want to show you the Aerodrome Finance pool if I can pull it up here. So they have an Aerodrome Finance USDC pool right now that is paying over 221%. If you're into, liquidity providing and farming and those types of things, there's a lot of ways that you can put your money to work for you with the Aerodrome Finance. But one of the reasons that I wanted to show this to you was the swap feature. So as you can see here, I've got Aerodrome pulled up and USDC. I've got about 240 Aerodrome in this account already. Those are not the ones that I am going to be using for the $100 bankroll challenge. So with the bankroll challenge, I'm investing $100 into 10 different tokens. So far, I've invested into 2 of them. Aerodrome Finance is going to be the 3rd token that I put $100 into today. So just to give you guys a rough idea at the current price, let's see how many tokens we would get for $100. I'm going to actually show you how you can buy these on Coinbase also. But for those of you that don't have a Coinbase account because you're not in the United States, then I wanted to show you how you can buy Aerodrome through your MetaMask wallet. So, folks, you can see here $100 in USDC is worth about 70. So we're going to add 70 Aerodrome Finance tokens to our portfolio. I wish I'd have been doing this video about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, because it was actually closer to 75 tokens, but the price has jumped up a few cents over the last couple of hours. So looks like we're going to lock in just over 70 tokens that I'm going to put into that challenge through Coinswap, through Coinbase, excuse me. So real quickly, I think one of the most important things with this token is knowing how to buy it. When I first started doing the research on this token, I had heard about it from Sam Price, Crypto Lifer, and a few other influencers. And the more that I checked into it, the more that I wanted it. But when I checked it out, there was a little bit of work to be done when it came to buying the token. And so let me quickly switch back over here to the CoinGecko page and show you what I mean. So if you click on the markets here, it's, as you can see here, it's on Aerodrome and Uniswap, which are both DEXs. And then the Coinbase exchange, which if you're not American, doesn't do you a whole lot of good. And I am not familiar with Bitmart. I know that Gate.io is a big exchange. I've never personally had an account there. So if you're watching this video and you've got Gate.io and you're comfortable buying, this token there, that's also another option. But for me, buying it on Coinbase is a little bit of a challenge because recently my bank account got bought out by the Bank of Montreal. My bank got bought by Bank of Montreal, so it's no longer a super crypto friendly bank, and that bank is no longer attached to my Coinbase. So until I get a new bank account that I can set up to Coinbase, it's a little bit rougher for me. So I had to go through some of these steps. So I just want to show you the easiest way that I was able to get funds into the Aerodrome base network. So the first thing, folks, that you are going to want to do is go to chainlist.org. I didn't have this pulled up ahead of time, but it should just take me a second to bring it up. Yeah, here we go. Chainlist.org, and then it says search networks. You're going to type in base, and then it's right here. And you're going to click add to MetaMask. And you will see your MetaMask here pop up. It's gonna, it's gonna ask you to approve this and so on and so forth. I've already added it to my MetaMask, so I'm not gonna go ahead and click approve. I'm gonna click cancel, but you would just hit approve here, and you would have that added to your MetaMask. So now when you go to your MetaMask, you can see that mine is set on the base network. But let's say that it was on Ethereum. All you would simply do is hit this drop down box and then scroll down until you get to where it says base. As you can see, I've done a lot of different things on a lot of different networks. So there's base. So you would bring base up. And now the challenge is, how do you get some Ethereum over here to your base account so that you can actually buy some tokens? As far as I know, you should be able to do this through the Coinbase website. So if you do have Coinbase and you want to use the MetaMask, the decentralized exchange, you should be able to send Ethereum hopefully over to the base network. I apologize if I'm wrong about that. I'm going to pull up Coinbase in a minute and we'll see. But what I did, because I was having trouble with my Coinbase, is I sent some funds over to my MEXC account. So I love MEXC. It's an incredible exchange. It has almost every token that you can imagine on it. It does not have Aerodrome yet, but as you can see, Aerodrome is just not a part of very many exchanges at all. So what I did is I sent some funds over here to my MEXC Global. And now the cool thing, if you go to the withdrawal feature on MEXC Global, you can type in ETH. You can put in your address. That's my MetaMask address. So if anybody wants to send me some extra funds, feel free to send some funds my way. And then you can go to the base network. So the other thing about this MEXC that I love is you can see here they've got ETH, Optimism, Arbitrum, Binance Smart Chain, ZK Sync, Stark, Linea, Base. I mean, just about everything that you can imagine. So it's 98 cents to send Ethereum here through MEXC Global. So that's what I did. I took some Ethereum and I sent it over here to my MEXC Global account, or sent it over here to my MetaMask account. And so this $24 worth of Ethereum that you see there, I actually got there from MEXC. That will then allow you to go here to Aerodrome Finance. So depending on how much Aerodrome you want to buy, you could send $100 in Ethereum or $1,000, whatever you want to do. But then all you have to do once you get here to this swap feature is take the token that you want. So I've got this little bit of Ethereum here. And then it's just simple, you 0.0071, say, which is not very much Ethereum, probably a little over about a $20 bill or so. You're going to see over here where it's thinking it's getting the exchange rate and letting you know exactly how many Aerodrome you're going to get for that. So here it is. It popped up. We're going to get 16 Aerodrome if we decide to follow through with this swap. I'm not going to follow all the way through with it, but just in case, if you wanted to, you would just click this blue button here where it says Swap ETH for Aero. Your MetaMask is going to pop up over here. And boom, you would just hit confirm. And then within a handful of seconds, you're going to have, 16.57 Aero in your account. Look at this, folks. 4 cents on the base network. That's one of the other reasons that I believe base network is going to be huge during this bull market. And you want to keep your eye on some tokens in the Coinbase ecosystem or in the base ecosystem. And so a couple other tokens that are kind of high up on my list. Let me see if they actually have them here. I believe they do. Brett is another token that I'm taking a close look at. It's kind of a meme coin here on the Coinbase ecosystem. The other one is Normie. Normie. There it is, Normie. Both of these have been gaining a lot of traction, and I'm keeping a close eye on them. I haven't bought them yet, but one of the things that you're going to want to do in this cryptocurrency journey is you're going to want to figure out the ways that you can find out what tokens are hitting the base network, what tokens are launching on the base network. And we're going to put a couple of links in the description to a couple of places that I think are good for doing that. But you really want to get used to doing your own research and checking this stuff out on your own. And on that note, folks, I am not a financial advisor, so please don't take my word for anything. If you hear any YouTuber, including myself, talking about any token, always go do your own research and make sure that it makes sense for your portfolio. We get things wrong all the time. I believe that this is an amazing token, but I definitely don't want to be responsible, for your financial success or lack thereof if it doesn't go well. So please go do your research and make sure that you never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. The other thing that really excites me about Aerodrome is it's really gaining traction with its community. So this is its Twitter page. And if you see here, they've got 42,000 going on 43,000 followers on their Twitter page. And this token is just growing like wildfire. And so if you go here once again back to the original CoinGecko page, check out this growth here over the last 30 days. It's up 180%. I actually got into this token at around 80 cents, but I heard some other very, very good influencers like Crypto Lifer talking about this token when it was way back at about 30 cents. So there was opportunity, had I been a little bit quicker, to get in on this token when it was, about a fourth of what it is now, 30 cents, and could already be at 400x. But do the math here. I mentioned earlier that in order to get to Uniswap's all-time high of about a $44 billion market cap, that this would have to be, 63x. So 63 times $1.41 is, 63 bucks, and then 40 times 6 is 24. So call it 73, 83, 87, call it somewhere around a $90 bill that this token could still run up to. And that's just assuming that it only gets to Uniswap's previous all-time high. I believe during this bull market in 6, 9, 12, 18 months, when we watch Bitcoin go to $125, $150, $200,000 or more per token, most of these tokens like Uniswap should go up much higher than their previous all-time high. And so there's a good possibility that this token could even 100x or 200x, or in a crazy, crazy, crazy world where retail investors are just flocking in, where they finally realize what they've been missing over the last few years. This could turn into a 300 or 400x. It also depends on your time frames, folks. Like, I'm looking at helping my viewers to become financially free in the next 6 to 18 months. But if you have a little bit longer time frame and you're looking at like what can you accomplish in 5 years or 10 years, man, the sky is the limit. A token like this in 10 years from now could be 1,000x its current market cap. So with that, folks, let me go over here to Coinbase really quickly. For those of you that live in the United States and you have Coinbase accounts, I do want to share with you real fast how you can buy this token on Coinbase. So, you're sitting here on your home page, and all you have to do is go down here to the trade button. Once you click on trade, and this screen pops up, it gives you a search all assets. You're going to type in Aero, A-E-R-O. Let it think there for a second, and here we go. Aerodrome Finance pops up to the top. Click on that. And then you can simply fill in the blanks over here on the right-hand side. So this is, I think this is dollar amounts versus Aero. So if you want, I always like to buy a specific number of tokens. So I would come over here and click that Aero, which turns it from USD into the number of Aero. Let's say you wanted to buy 100 Aero. That's going to basically then pop up at, $1.41, and then you hit preview buy. Now, this isn't going to work very well for me because my bank account is not attached right now, but you hit preview buy. And then instead of this stupid thing popping up, it's basically just going to show you the details of exactly how much is going to get taken out of your checking account. Instead of this relink your account, there's going to be a button there that just says confirm transaction, and away you go. And then for those of you that are a little bit more crypto savvy, that are used to working with exchanges, you could just click on here on the top right-hand corner there where that B is, click on advanced, and that is going to bring you over here to a chart where you can do limit orders, market orders, and so on and so forth. So let's say that Aerodrome right now is sitting at about $1.40, $1.41. Let's just say that you wanted to buy it, but you were thinking that maybe it was going to drop down, say you wanted to buy it if it got down to $1. You could literally go in here and type in where it says limit price. You could type in $1, and then you could type in the amount that you wanted to buy, so 100. I have an insufficient balance there, so it's not working. But if you had the money here, you'd be able to type in 100, and then down here it would show you that you would be buying, 100 tokens for $101 in USDT, and then you would hit the button, and then that limit order would be sitting there. And if at any time in the next few days, or basically until you canceled that order, if Aerodrome dipped down to $1, you would get it bought for $1. So there you go, folks. Couple of different ways that you can get a hold of the Aerodrome token. And, a few reasons why I think that it is going to be, a massive in token. I'd also want to share with you here on their website this incentivize button. So they have a lot of really cool things going on right now. If you want to add liquidity, if you're looking to possibly get involved in some of the airdrops that are going to be coming, that's something else that I didn't mention earlier, but I want to give a quick minute to. A lot of these new ecosystems, like Jupiter just did a big airdrop on Solana. So Solana this year has had a ton of airdrops, the Jupiter airdrop, the Wen airdrop, and just the Pyth airdrop, and multiple airdrops just for using things inside this ecosystem. So I highly recommend that you start playing around and interacting with different platforms, different tokens that are launching here on the Base network, so that you could potentially wake up and have hundreds of dollars in your account just for simply using Aerodrome Finance, or for swapping with one of the other platforms and using the ecosystem. So there's going to be lots more videos to come talking about this amazing ecosystem and how you can maximize everything that you're doing. And in the meantime, if you liked what you saw here, give the video a quick thumbs up for me, please. And would super love it if you would just subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here. Go back and take a look at our Solidus video. We just did a video on Solidus AI Tech and many other tokens. We do a lot of deep dives on crypto gems. Most of the stuff that I cover in this channel, I don't even mention it if I don't think it's got at least a 25 or 50x in it. And most of the time, I'm really looking for tokens that I think can do 100x or more during this bull market. So with that, folks, it was a pleasure. I appreciate you spending this time with me. Have a fantastic day, and we will see you, I don't know, we'll see you in the next video. I'm not 100% sure when this one is coming out, but I look forward to seeing you again soon. God bless and have a great day.